case of Lauren Spierer, a beautiful young 20-year-old college student who went missing from Bloomington, Indiana on June 3rd, 2011. She was out drinking with a friend of hers, a male friend, Corey Rossman, for most of the night at Kilroy's Sports Bar, which was not that far from her house, if I remember. And so she's come back to the college apartments where all the college students lived, and apparently it's been reported that her boyfriend had actually stayed home that night. He was home watching the footy and he went to bed about 2:30 in the morning, so he didn't participate apparently in any of the drinking or going out and partying, that kind of thing. Corey Rossman apparently was a new friend. I don't know how new he was. Maybe it was weeks, maybe it was months, I don't know. But he was a new friend of Lauren's and possibly the other guys as well. And there was another guy who was a friend of hers and her boyfriend's for a long time called Jay Rosenbaum, I think it is. And so it was said that she had gone from the sports bar, very intoxicated, walked back home with Corey Rossman, back to his apartment where he was stumbling and vomiting and went to bed. And then she wanted to keep moving on, so she said to his roommate, Corey's roommate, that she was going to go somewhere else, or she wanted to. So he had apparently said, no, it's safer if you stay here, and then he called Jay Rosenbaum, so he didn't live that far away. I think it was like a dorm or two away, I'm not sure. And not really a dorm, it's an apartment, but he didn't live that far away. So she went there apparently and made 2 phone calls to 2 friends. One was, I think, David Crone. It was stated in one report that she had actually left her apartment that night at 12:30 in the morning with David Crone to go towards the sports bar, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know when she met Corey or if she was walking with Corey there. I don't know all the ins and outs of that. I will do a case analysis at some stage. But it's basically been stated by Jay that he was the last person to see her. He reported that, that he was the last person to see her. He says that she left his apartment at 4:30 in the morning and that he last saw her standing at the intersection between, on the intersection of 11th Street and College Avenue. So she was barefoot, she had black leggings on, a white t-shirt. She had left her phone and her shoes at the pub, like at the bar that she had been at. And it was said that she had lost her key and her purse when she was walking through the alleyway towards the apartment block with Corey. So that's basically what I've learned so far about this, and I just want to see what's going on. Some people are saying it's a stranger abduction from the intersection because there was a truck seen around the time of her of her disappearance, that there was a truck going around the block around the time she went missing. That could be something to do with it. It might be, might not be. Some people believe that something happened at the apartments with her friends and that there's a cover-up going on. And there was one guy in prison who had seen the news, something on the news came up about Lauren Spierer being missing, and he said to the inmate, I know the guys that did that. And he said they were having, drinking and having ecstasy, and there was an overdose, and they panicked and then put her in the Ohio River. Now, whether that's true or not, we don't know. That guy was a bit of a crazy guy. He had a history of drug use and abuse. He ended up running out of his house naked and firing a rifle at a house, something like that. So it's all kind of crazy stuff, and the parents, unfortunately, don't have any answers. And it's so sad because there's been so many years now. We're coming up to the 3rd of June. It's going to be an anniversary coming up very soon. At an 11th year. So it's just heartbreaking that the family have never received any kind of closure or justice or answers or anything about where their daughter is. there's, you know, the guys that were involved apparently weren't cooperating. I think her boyfriend was initially, had helped with searching or something. I'll go into the case analysis with that next time. But yeah, all I know is that Corey Rossman, the one that she spent the most time with that night, completely shut off, didn't want to talk to investigators or the parents. Didn't, you know, they all lawyered up, which in some ways you can understand it if they're all being targeted for something. Even if they didn't do it, it would be quite scary at their age to be accused of doing something. But either way, the fact that they weren't cooperating, even with the parents, I'm not sure if Jay and Jesse was. I think Jesse was initially her boyfriend. But I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it again with Jay. But I know that Corey Rossman was not cooperating, and that just looks sus. You know, it does look sus. So it doesn't mean he's done anything, but it's still, you know, what's with that? What's with that? All right, let's have a look. I'm going to go into this now. Thank you, spirit angels. I'm calling in my spirit family, spirit guides, guardian angels, please to step in and help me to be a clear channel today. And also Lauren's spirit family, Lauren herself, if she's able to come through, and if she wants to. I never summon spirits as such. If anything, I had her yesterday, because I wanted to do this yesterday, but I've got to wait for my energy to be right. So here I am now, and last night I was in the kitchen actually, and I could feel her energy, and I could see in my mind her beautiful smile. And I got the feeling that she wanted me to do this, that she was thanking me for this. And this case had only come to my attention through a subscriber of mine. So thank you for the person that actually requested me to do this reading, because I'm not sure how much attention it's getting these days. So let's have a look here. Lauren Spierer. Asking her spirit guides, guardian angels to come in, please, and give us some clear advice, clear answers today. Thank you, angels. So these cards usually can be used in love readings that I do, but I do like to incorporate them into my crime readings. They just tell a story. So can we please get an idea of Lauren's energy that night, please? Now, I'm not going to worry about when they were at the bar, because it's already evident that she was intoxicated, probably having a good time, came home with Corey. I think the police saw CCTV footage of her going through the alleyway, losing her purse and key. Corey had actually, she was stumbling and falling, so he had actually thrown her over his shoulder and carried her to the apartment block. So the police have seen that. I want to know what's happened when she got to the apartment block. Okay, so apparently, we've got her boyfriend, who apparently wasn't even there. We got Corey, who's apparently gone home with a roommate who put him to bed after he vomited, and Lauren has gone to Jay's place. That's just what we know of their accounts of it. But I want to see, just in general, what was her energy coming back to the apartment. I'm going to say the apartments because we don't really know what's fact with where she was and who she was with. So let's say Lauren's energy coming back to the apartments. Thank you, angels. I'm going to leave it like that. Corey's energy when he came back to the apartment. Corey Rossman. And we've got Jesse, her boyfriend. Jesse, her boyfriend, please. His energy that night at the apartment. We got Jay. His energy. Sorry, I don't want to I'm not taking jumpers out today, only because I am being guided to do it this way today. All right, so that's normally what all I ever do is take the jumpers, but I, for some reason, am being told not to. So, okay, Lauren's energy at the apartment. Corey's energy. Wow. At the apartment. Jesse's energy at the apartment. Jay's energy at the apartment. There is a there will be a link, what am I saying, a timestamp in the description box or comment section if you want to bypass this part of it. This is what I just feel drawn to doing. I don't want to pre-shuffle them. Lauren's energy, please, when she got to the apartment. Or, you know, at the apartments, not when she got there, but at the apartment. Corey. Jesse, this is the shadow side. Everyone's got a shadow and a light side. We'll do the light side as well. Jay. Ooh. And we've got Lauren's positive energy that night at the apartments. We've got Corey's. Jesse. And Jay. Lawrence. Corey. Well, there was one I just saw pop up, wasn't meant to be in there actually. Anyway, Corey's. Jesse. Well, that's interesting that that's actually there. It actually landed right on it. I will take that because I feel like it's meant to be, but I will choose another one. So we've also got Jay. Now with these energies, this can be their energy or around them, okay? It could be influences around them or it could be directly their energy. All right, so I want to have a look at Lauren's. Ooh, one day, someday, somewhere, another time. Looks like she's walking through an alleyway. Tattoos. Does she have tattoos? Or does someone else have tattoos? It's interesting. Playful energy. Playful energy. Maybe with someone who's got tattoos. We've got complacency. So not really caring about much. The Devil card can be the shadow side. Can represent lust, temptation. That kind of thing. I'm not thinking anything about that, but maybe in some ways she was feeling restricted in some way. I want to get more info on that in a moment. So yes, let's get more info in a moment. So we've got Corey's energy, hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. Maybe he wanted to, you know, maybe in some way he wanted to have something with Lauren, and there was a temptation for her. She was very playful, and he was hoping for something perhaps, but toing and froing, not really sure what he should do in that situation. It's interesting because we're talking about at the apartments, but I'm getting another message altogether. As well, so it could be at the apartments, who knows, but strangulation, that's interesting, and disconnection and approachable. So not sure what that's to do with there. Some things don't make sense very much. I don't believe he strangled her. I just don't get that idea. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into that. And disconnection. So this is also at the apartments. Maybe he felt, if he was feeling really sick, he felt like his throat was closing up. Who knows? This is Jesse's energy, nourish, self-harmony, soul growth, confidence. This is the wanting to escape things. So maybe in some ways he just wanted to be on his own, in his own comfort and you know, just enjoying his own company. Confusion has come in. He was in a peaceful energy. We've got intoxicated, drinking, drunk, alcohol, opportunity, random impulse. Maybe he was drinking alone at home, enjoying the footy game, that kind of thing as well. So he might have seen the opportunity to just have a peaceful night at home drinking. Okay, so there was confusion perhaps about what was going on around him. And with this one, yeah, I just find it very interesting. I feel like maybe Corey had some kind of thing for Lauren. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see who's got a tattoo. Maybe she's got tattoos, I don't know. But she was in a playful energy, didn't have a care in the world, but at the same time thought someday, somewhere, another time, maybe, this could happen. But she was with Jesse. So yeah, it's interesting that's coming up. So what about Jay? Masculine energy, smoking. Look at Jay smoking. Four of Pentacles. So shows me that he might have been quite relaxed. Ghosting. Okay, ghosting. Interesting. So did he ghost? What's this? Uniform, impersonation, corruption, false. See, once again, it doesn't make sense at all. But it does kind of, if I look into things a bit more, was he putting on a bit of a mask? Was he pretending to be someone he wasn't? It shows he was devoted to something. Okay, maybe in some ways he was in his own world, just smoking. Maybe he smokes weed or something. I don't know if it's meth or whatever, but he might have ghosted the situation. Kind of went MIA, disappeared. What's that to do with? Let's get an idea, okay? Lauren's energy. Clarifiers, please. The Hermit. So she was withdrawn, even though she seemed quite extroverted. It seems like she was just happy and content to be playful, not wanting to go out, okay? She was introverted, like she wanted to stay inside and be around her kin, her people. Yes, drinking, this can also represent for me. Drinking, wishes coming true, feeling fulfilled. So she was just happy enough to just be with friends or be with one other person even. In that space. I don't feel like she wanted to venture out. She didn't want to actually venture out of the apartments. When we listen to the reports, if it's fact, she has said from Corey's place, I want you, Ben, or whatever his name is. No, Michael Beth. Sorry, Beth. Where did Ben come from? Oh my God. Michael Beth, when apparently Corey went to bed, she said to Beth, come over to my place for drinks. She didn't want to be alone. She wanted to still drink, it sounds like, with somebody there with her. She didn't want to go home and do that alone. So apparently he said no. He was trying to get her to stay there. And then he called Jay to look after Spierer because he thought, well, it's too late. I want you to be safe. That could be true. So then she's gone to Jay's. So I don't know why she didn't go to Jesse's house, her own boyfriend. I don't know what the go was with that. But it looks to me like... maybe in some way Joe, oh my God, I can't say the words right today. Jay didn't want to have that responsibility. I don't know. Why is the ghosting there? It's really interesting. So it could be that as things progressed during the night, he just kind of disappeared. No one kind of knows where he went. That could be something. It's interesting that we got intoxicated here for Jesse. Whereas, we definitely know that Lauren was, and even Corey, if it's true, he was stumbling around. So that's interesting. It shows me that she was quite content being around her, like those close to her. And she wanted to stay indoors by the looks of it, being the Hermit. And so this is Corey's Knight of Chalices, is the person who comes across as charming. Wants to, it's like that sweet, sensitive soul, someone who wants to come in and we see here approachable. So it's almost like, yeah, maybe he tried to sweep her off her feet. Maybe there was some kind of flirting going on here. But he felt disconnected somehow from what was going on here. Maybe she rejected him. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. It might not be fact, but it's just interesting to me that there's this Knight of Cups, because that's usually the one that will give a love proposal. And it does say the devil here, like temptations, also could be drugs. So he might have offered her something here too, see? So we got Jesse's energy. I am taking a jumper out of these ones though. We got Six of Swords. So peaceful energy, leaving the past behind. Interesting, we got the boat and the water. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it just shows a peace of mind, leaving the past behind. So maybe he was trying to make amends with something and just let it go. Maybe he wasn't happy with her being out with someone and he just decided to let it go. What about Jay? Sorry about that. So Jay's energy, 7 of Pentacles. Something's building up there. What's that? Secrets. This is the 9 of Pentacles. Different meaning altogether, but King of Wands. Yeah, seems like he's got some information, this one. I'm not saying the others don't, but there's a secret with Jay. He's disappeared somehow. He's disappeared. What's going on with that? What's going on with Jay, please? Pickup truck. Now, I don't know what kind of car they might have had, but looks like he's gone somewhere in a car. And that's interesting too, because there was the kind of car, like the truck that was circling around the college area was like that, but it was white. Not saying that's his car, the white truck, but that's just interesting that that's, yeah, coming up. So I'm wondering, we got the girl in the lake. We don't know. I'm not saying exactly, but why did he disappear? Why did he disappear? Why did he ghost a situation? This card worries me. The King of Wands shows me someone in control. Right. Let me get some more ideas here. Can we get some more ideas, please, Spirit? Lauren's energy. Winter. No, I want to get it to throw out. Jumpers. We'll have jumpers. Lauren's energy. I know there it is. April. So something could have been happening. Stabbed, sharp weapon. I don't feel that, guys. I just don't feel that. I'm going to put that back in because I definitely can say I don't feel she was stabbed. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. Lauren's energy. Whistleblower coming forward. So someone is going to come forward regarding this, I think. Maybe she was going to be a whistleblower with something. I don't know about that so much. What am I getting with that? Someone wants to come forward and tell the truth about what happened to her. So, wow. Oh, gosh. So, some of these might not make sense because there's so many things in here, just so you know. But let's have a look. Corey's energy. Helper. Oh, he's helped with something. He either helped her or he's helped cover something up. What did he help with? Oh, look at that. Natural causes. Oh, my God. She had heart issues. Her parents said that it would make sense if she died from a drug overdose or if drugs affected her heart or drinking or combined because she had heart issues. So did he contribute to helping her to pass from that? Did he offer something that made her, you know? I don't know. Shit, hang on. Got to put an intention in here. So we've got Jesse's energy. So drowning in water, submerged. You could look at it both ways, couldn't you? There's a boat there, there's water. Could mean that he was just because we do see that he's kind of like just drowning in his drink. You know, that could be what you see there, that he's just getting drunk on his own, in his own peaceful energy there, in his own mind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if he knows, but this can represent secrets and betrayal as well. But I get more the idea that he's kind of almost like that same energy of ghosting. But this feels different with Jesse. It kind of feels like he has just taken upon himself to just have a quiet night and, yeah, male victim. So that's interesting. Perhaps he's a victim in this as well. So what about Jay? Jay. Unknown to police, not in the system, a clean record. Let's see what else is coming up with Jay, please. Suffocation. I'm not saying he's done anything to Lauren, okay? That might not be anything there. Could it mean that he was feeling suffocated because of what was going on? Like, we could read it in so many ways. December, something might be happening around then. I just want to get ideas now, just in general, please, Spirit. What can we learn about this case? Where is Lauren? What happened to Lauren and where is she, please? Actually, I might continue doing what I've just done. Lauren's energy, please. Internet messaging, social media. So we do know, I don't know about the internet messaging, but I do know they're saying she messaged friends. Something going on. Corey's energy, female victim. Oh, he's connected to her. She's the victim. He's connected to her. I think he might have supplied something. Jesse. No, we don't have that stabbed weapon. I don't believe that. Jesse. Oh my God. Look. Boat, body of water? That just freaked me out just then. Now, this is not to say that they got into a boat. Look, they even look the same. It's not to say that they actually went out on a boat and put her in the water. I just find it very interesting. This is saying in water, submerged in Jesse's energy here. So he might not have, I suppose if it was an accident and she overdosed based on what someone's given her, there could have been a cover-up after the fact. If he had decided to join them, I can't imagine he would be quiet and hush-hush if he knew, someone else had contributed, like say, for instance, Corey or Jay had contributed to her passing, her death or whatever, or her disappearance. I would think he would be very angry at the guys. But this just interests me so much. These three cards are coming up here. So did they borrow a boat? You would think cops would look into that already and realize if someone had a boat, or they'd be on CCTV footage, or God knows what, God knows. But just that really interests me. We get Jay's one, please, Jay. Rescued, helped, retrieved, and saved. So he has, what has he done there? So he has helped rescue the group. Maybe he might have helped cover up something. He might have been the leader in helping to know where to go, or I don't know, guys. It's all very sus. Very sus. So let's have a look then. Also, I wanted to see Lauren's energy. Another one, please, for Lauren's energy. Antisocial. So she, in other words, it's telling me she did not want to keep partying and go somewhere else and venture outside of the apartments. We've got Corey's energy. Disagreeable. Yes, he didn't agree with something that was happening. Might have gotten upset about it. We've got arrogance for Jesse. And for Jay, we've got rage. Okay, so it seems like they're all become very angry and disagreeable with each other around whatever happened afterwards. Yeah, that's what seems to have happened. So let's see, what else can you tell us, Spirit, around Lauren's energy? Wow, she had a large group of guys around her. She had a large group of people around her. See, so it tells me a small, intimate group still, even though it's a large group. Well, we do know she was at the bar, but it looks like there's people around her. She wasn't on her own, on an intersection by the looks of it. She had people around her at the time of her passing, perhaps. All right, let's have a look here. Corey, family. He might have contacted family, or I don't know what's happened there. Jesse, short hair shaved. I don't know if he cut his hair or what's going on with that. I don't know. Jay, forest path mossy. Okay, so is she in a body of water or near a body of water where there is maybe this mossy path? Did he drive down there somewhere? I'm just speculating. Everybody, and I have to say it, is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay, so all of these guys are innocent or presumed innocent of this, okay? No one has ever, apparently there's been no real evidence that has linked them as such, okay? If anything, it's circumstantial, but there are a lot of things that the police can't, well, the police can't clear them because they don't know, okay? They don't know. I think they think the stories may not add up, something along those lines. So can we see Lauren's new identity, don't want to be found, fresh start, new life. I don't believe that she's just taken off on her own to do that. So that might be something that they have tried to put out there, that she just, she took off on her own. Corey's energy, betrayal. Wow. Betrayal. He has betrayed someone's trust. Jesse might feel this is going to be a cold case. And Jay, November, something might happen around November. And spring, so in Australia that's around springtime for us here, but anyway, it could be anything. Lauren's energy, please. I want to just do this one more time. Yep, she got in a car. She was put in a car, but it looks like it was against her own will because she's antisocial. She doesn't want to go anywhere else. That's summer for Corey. Jesse's is guilty knowledge did the act. Wow, okay. And Jay's is death. Wow, fuck, okay. Interesting. So he might have, yeah, it's interesting because we've got the submerging in water. Did he help to place her in the water with Jay? Are these two like this in this? Because don't forget, these guys have known each other for a long time. Corey's a new guy on the scene. Did they all sit together and have drugs, but yet Corey supplied it and she overdosed, and then they all felt bad about this and worried and panicked, and you know what I'm saying? Did they get into Jay's car? Did he drive? Did he have a vehicle? I don't know. Or did he drive someone else's vehicle? It's interesting, the pickup truck's there. Lauren's energy, please. April. Wow, things could come to light perhaps around that time. So, okay, so we've got Corey. March. So this could be significant things that were happening just before her passing. Jesse. Bicycle, I don't know what that's to do with. We got Jay. September. So we've got different dates coming through. Could be something significant that I'm not aware of. Lauren. Thugs, dealer, criminals. So it looks like it's to do with drugs, being a dealer, and these guys could be dealers. We've got Corey. Domestic violence, physical abuse. We've got strangulation. I'm not sure what that's to do with. I would not want to ever say that he's done that because I don't know his history. I have no idea. I don't believe he did that to Lauren. I just don't get that feeling. I really don't. So maybe there's been something like that in his family. I'm not sure what the link is there with that. Let me know if you guys have an idea. She had a bruise on her eye. I remember one of the reports I read said that she had, I think Jay had asked her after she'd come back from Corey's apartment. I'm pretty sure that's it. Did I see it? The bruise on her eye. I'm going to check it out just really quickly right here. Yes, that's right. Yes, Jay says he saw a bruise under her eye that may have been from falls earlier in the night, but she said she didn't know how it got there. So did Corey get angry when he tried to do something she didn't want to? I'm just speculating. I'm not saying that's exact, but it's just weird that's coming up. So let's have a look. What is Jesse's energy around this place? So autumn, fall. And we got Jay's, January. So there's all these different things coming up. I'm not really sure what those mean just yet. Lauren's energy. I'm going to do it one more time. Awaiting rescue, delays. Look how she's in the water. So there might have been a stage where she was really feeling that she could have been rescued and that her rescue was delayed. So it could have been at a time, if she was overdosing, that, they either didn't notice or they didn't care. They were too off their heads themselves, if that is the case. That is if that is the case, okay. So let's have a look. Corey's energy. Wow, planned. So he planned to give her, you know, it might have been that he wanted to give her drugs and then do something with her. Who knows? Who really knows what goes into in their heads? So then we've got Jesse's energy. Group fight. So he's come out angry. What did he have before? Arrogance. He was angry. He had a fight with the other guys. And the planning could be Corey planning on what to do with it. We don't know. So Jay's energy. Female child victim. Now, when I look at that, I think, well, I've got a 20-year-old son, 20-something-year-old son who, to me, is my child. You know, as a parent, they're always your babies. And I feel like what this is telling me, this is Lauren's energy, okay? She is the victim, a young victim here. And interesting that it's around Jay. So it's just interesting because I think all three of them have something to do with it. Yeah, so let's get an idea, okay? I just want to maybe grab one more. Oh, hang on. One more, please, Spirit. One more. Lauren's energy. Stranger. So if we're talking about stranger abduction, that could be it. Corey, religious church faithful. I don't know if he's turned to religion now or what. That's interesting. Night, dark, wandering alone, secluded. Was he wandering around at night? After the fact. I don't know. And then we've got Jesse's energy. Public transport, taxi. I don't know what that's about. Did he get something? I'm sure the cops would have seen it. Jay's energy. Country, wilderness, green, lush. He's gone out somewhere in the country, in the bush. That's what it looks like. Weird, guys. Weird. I can't say this is exact, okay? At the end of the day, we don't really know what happened. I'm only going by what the cards are telling me, really. So I'm going to get an idea right here. Directions. Okay. So I want to see how far away is Lauren from her home, please. Oh, they drive me nuts when they all fly out. Yeah, so I'm just going to shuffle them around so I don't know where they are. All right, so I'm just going to get an idea. Can you tell me, please, Spirit, direct me to the one I'm meant to go to right now, where Lauren is, okay, regarding the distance from her home, please, Spirit. Where is Lauren from her home? How many miles or kilometers these ones are? How many kilometers, please, Spirit? Excuse me. No, let me start again. Right, clear slate. "35 to 60 kilometers away from her home." This is another one I was looking at, but I don't feel that she's that far away. I don't feel she's 110 plus. I just don't get that idea. So 35 to 60 kilometers is still a fair way away, though. So I mean, they would have had all morning if this was the, you know, the guys that if they did actually take her away, or if it was a stranger, you know. Because someone said a drug dealer was, you know, she had a debt with a drug dealer or something, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. So get some ideas of the direction, please, from the campus, the apartments that she was at, please, Spirit. Can we get some ideas of the direction that she might be in? Direction that Lauren is in from her apartment, please, Spirit. South. So it's, you know, this might not be exact, so don't take it, you know, 100%, but it could be right. It could be telling us something here. So we're going to see that, you know, the amount of time that it could take to actually find some information on this. I know it's been nearly 11 years. Wow. I'm getting drawn to that one. So days. Yeah, in days there could be information coming through. I don't know. Could be a matter of days. My flash is gone right now, guys, so I think that's going to be it for now. I just want to see one more, just quickly, okay? For Lauren Bridge. She might be near a bridge. Corey. Where are we, Corey? Come on, Corey. What's your one? God, I hate this when this happens. Drives me nuts. Okay, one more for Corey. One more for Corey. Ran over, hit and run, hit by a vehicle. I don't get that idea with her at all. I don't know what that's to do with, but it does show a vehicle. We've got Jesse. Medium length hair. Not sure what that is either. See, it's not making sense now, so maybe it's not relevant. We've got Jay here. Well, that looks relevant. Bushland, forest with the country, wilderness, lush. God knows what he was doing. If that's anything. So guys, that is the reading today. Let me know what your thoughts or your insight is with this. I will be doing a case analysis very soon. This may not be fact. I don't want to be pointing fingers towards someone if they're not involved in her disappearance, but it is very interesting how this is, you know, kind of panning out with their energy on the night. Definitely is suspicious, guys. So I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.